Hi, it's math time with Mrs. Depperschmidt. We're continuing with long division. This time we'll do a problem that does not have a remainder, and I'll show you how repeated subtraction plays in as we're recording our steps through this process of this division problem. We're going to work with this problem, 6,381 divided by 3. We're going to find out how many groups of 3 there are in 6,381. You can see that I've already started with the thousands place, and I've put a 2 in the thousands place just above the 6,000s, because I know that 2,000 groups of 3 is exactly 6,000. And as we turn the page, I'll show you how that looks when we write it. Here it is. We've got 6,000, and I've written it with a subtraction symbol because we're going to subtract now that we've already divided the thousands. We're not going to work with them anymore. I've written 2,000 way over here because that corresponds to the 2,000 we've placed up here in our answer. Okay? I'll highlight that so it's easier to keep track of. We have 2,000s, groups of 3, makes 6,000. I've got a big kind of a backward hook shape highlighted to show how these are related. And this 2,000 is just another copy of the 2,000 that's shown right here. You'll see why as we come to the end of the problem. This is a way for us to keep track through the entire problem. Now, the next thing you'll notice is a 381, because I subtracted the 6,000 from 6,381. Since we've already done the division in the thousands place, and we don't have to think about it anymore. Division is repeated subtraction. We just did 2,000 subtractions all at once. We subtracted 2,000 groups of 3, and the difference, the answer that we have left from subtracting, is 381. We'll continue now with the next step where we say, well, now we have to figure out how many groups of 3 there are in 381. And what do you notice on the top? If we work our way from left to right, next we come to the hundreds place. We can put one group of 100, because this is in the hundreds place, 100 groups of 3 in 381. If we were to draw the next big U shape, it would go through the 100s column, through the divisor, which is 3, and around through the 300, which we're going to subtract. The 100 over here corresponds to the 100 we've written in our answer. It's 1, and it's in the hundreds place. So we know that 100 groups of 3 make 300, which will now be subtracted from 381. Then we come to, voila, I'm sure you knew that the answer is 81. In the top part of our division problem now, we're moving in to where we need to do the division into the tens place, which shows our 80. And we'll work with our 81 down below because we have room to do the subtraction. How many groups of 3 are there in 80? I know that the answer to that is 20. It doesn't get us very close, but we can't go any higher. If we did 30 groups of 3, it would be 90, and we would not be able to subtract. So here's our highlight again. Our 2 in the tens place, which is 20, through the 3, which makes 60. 20 groups of 3 are 60. We're keeping track of the 60 over here with all of our other parts. Now we do the subtraction again. 81, take away 60, leaves us with 21. We've got one more part of the problem to divide now. We need to find out how many 3's there are in 21. We have 20. We have 2 10s left that we'll need to regroup. So we're asking about dividing 3 into 21. I'm pretty sure that you know that 3 times 7 is exactly 21. I'll show the highlighting with our 7 over on the side where we've been keeping track of all of the parts as we work through the problem. 7 in the ones place, groups of 3, makes exactly 21. We brought the 7 all the way. We took it through the 3, multiplied it in our mind. We get 27. We're keeping the 7 on the side as we keep track of the numbers we're subtracting. We have nothing left. That means there's no remainder. We've evenly divided. And it took us 2,127 groups of 3 in the number 6,381. And I needed to correct this one. We have a 20 over here because it takes 20 groups of 3 to make a 60. And our answer, when we finish the problem correctly, is 2,127. That's how we're going to work through our long division as we practice at school. I'll give you more chances to work with these kind of problems. Don't worry, we'll get lots of practice. Don't get discouraged, keep trying. We'll work more at school, and always remember, please be kind.